this test, we're going to do a 20 gauge versus 12 gauge at 25 yards and 40 yards. We're going to be using Verdict 3-inch 9-shot in the 20 gauge and Verdict 3-inch 9-shot in the 12 gauge as well. So we're going to throw those on paper and see what they do. So we're going to start with the 20 gauge. This is the Jeb's 555 Headhunter choke. We have a 22-inch barrel. We're using the Sightmark M-SPEC and FDE. It's the Weatherby Element turkey, semi-automatic.
Alright, we had a little issue with the sound here, but next up is the Weatherby Element standard 12 gauge. It's got a 26-inch barrel with a Kicks Goblin Thunder 665 restriction choke, and this is Verdict 9-shot. Alright, here's that same Weatherby Element at 40 yards. Moving on to the 20 gauge at 40 yards.
Alright guys, we got our results and they are awesome. Let's jump down here to the 20 gauge at 25 yards first. So here's our 25 yard pattern. I like to shoot my guns and zero them at 25 yards. That's a preference. This is the Weatherby Element turkey with a Jeb's Headhunter choke 555 restriction with a Sightmark M-SPEC red dot on top. And that is a devastating turkey pattern at 25 yards. So let's jump over to our 12 gauge pattern. This is the Weatherby Element. It's just the standard Element that I camo wrapped with the Kicks Headhunter choke. Not Kicks Headhunter. Kicks Goblin Thunder and a Sightmark M-SPEC red dot on top. And this is our 25 yard pattern with that Verdict ammunition. That's dang near taking that turkey's head off. The cool thing about what we saw here is if we want to jump over here to the 40 yards, this is our 40 yard pattern, you know, here with the Verdict ammunition. And so that's, with that pattern, I'd be comfortable going out to 50 to 55 yards easy on a bird. I don't like shooting them that far, but I would. But if you look how uniform this pattern is, it's really great pattern. There's not a lot of big gaps in it. That's a great pattern. Now if you jump over to the 12 gauge, honestly, that 12 gauge is a little denser over here, but it's a very comparable pattern, if not slightly better. Then, you know, our 20 gauge is slightly better than the 12, or if not comparable. So I would have no hesitation shooting a 12 gauge Verdict or 20 gauge Verdict at 40 yards. That's a dead bird all day. It's really amazing how chokes and different chokes affect these patterns. But side-by-side comparison, at 40 yards with either one of these guns, that bird's dead all day. I actually hunted with the 12 gauge last year with that choke and that ammunition setup. I think the longest shot I took was 62 yards and it killed the bird. So I wouldn't be surprised if that 20 gauge could do the same thing.